I want them. No funcio me crenansa. No funcio ye more fragile. And yeah, papa no dia. Because able so me say. And fair baby I come home. Ma ubano no funcio. Fiti da obe uno. Because able so me say. And fair baby I come home. No funcio titi I want them. No funcio me crenansa. No funcio ye more fragile. And yeah, papa no dia. Because able so me say. And fair baby I come home. Ma ubano no funcio. Fiti da obe uno. Because able so me say. And fair baby I come home. No funcio titi I want them. No funcio me crenansa. No funcio ye more fragile. And yeah, papa no dia.
Good afternoon once again, our lovely viewers. And today we are here to talk about breastfeeding. Breastfeeding, as you all know, is a superfood and is crucial for every child and every baby. And especially from 0 to 6 months, we are saying is exclusive breastfeeding. From the beginning, you heard the song that we played, courtesy of Ghana Health Service. We are saying that breast milk is for the baby, but it's not for the father. That should tell you the nutrients the child will get from day one the child is born all the way to 2 years. It's so crucial to us. Now, from Ghana Health Service, statistics shows that early initiation has risen from 52% to 58%. Then also exclusive breastfeeding from 52% to 53%. We know gradually Ghana, we will get there. We will definitely get there. But the gap between the 58, immediately the baby is born, the first golden moment, we initiate the child to breastfeed. At the hospitals, at the health centers, at the polyclinics, at the CHIP compounds. Now mother goes home. What happens? That from 58, we go back to 53. We want to encourage every mother, every woman, every caretaker, every spouse or every husband watching us that we at PZ Customs Ghana want to add our voice to make sure that we close that gap so that instead of early initiation 58, then exclusive breastfeeding 53, we can exceed the 60 come next year when we are talking about exclusive breastfeeding. This year, the theme for exclusive breastfeeding is closing the gap, breastfeeding support for all. So it's for everybody. It's for me. It's for you. It's for everybody watching us to add our voice to make sure we close that gap so that our children can grow healthy, they can nourish, they can thrive, and they can be super intelligent. Because breast milk for the first 6 months helps the child growth and development. We all know when baby comes out, the first thing the baby takes is the breast milk. And the breast milk helps the baby to pass it first to, which is the meconium. You wouldn't get it from anywhere than the breast milk. If the child takes the breast milk, it helps the child to urinate. It helps the child to also pass it first to, that's the greenish stool. That is meconium. And you know, we are supporting breast milk. At the same time, also paying attention to the child's hygiene and the child's good skin. That's why we encourage that every mother, the first time we are putting on a diaper for your baby, if your baby haven't passed meconium, you just apply a little Customs baby oil in the diaper so that when you put on the diaper for the baby and the baby passes the meconium wouldn't stick on the baby's skin. It takes everything off. So this is a catch for all of us watching us. Then, what is in the breast milk? The breast milk, one, contributes to the nutrition of the baby from day one all the way to 6 months. So all the nutrients that the baby needs to thrive for the first 6 months is in the breast milk. Then also, it is the ideal food for the baby. You can't get it anywhere. You don't need to go and buy things from the market and come and prepare. It has all the 4-star diets that the baby needs because it has iron, it has magnesium, it has calcium, it has protein, it has carbohydrates, it has everything that a child needs to thrive from 0 to 6 months. At the same time, also, it serves as a protection for the child. For the first 6 months, the child is not on any medications because we believe in exclusive breastfeeding. The child gets its immunity from the mother, and the mother is the one who produces the breast milk. So protection from the mother through the breast milk to the baby. So we are saying that all the immunity that the child needs to fight against major or minor illnesses, especially minor illnesses, the child will get it from the breast milk. We are also saying that it has antibodies because the child will get the protection. Definitely, there are antibodies in the breast milk, and the antibodies help to stimulate the immune system so that any diseases, any infection that is coming, the antibodies will gear themselves up ready to fight those infections so that they can go away. And it's also convenience. That is so available. It's easily digestible by the baby. The mother doesn't need to go and buy the breast milk because she already has the breast, which will produce the milk for the baby. The mother doesn't need to do any preparation. There's no need for any preparation at all. All the mother needs is her body and carry her baby, initiate the breastfeeding, and the baby takes it, and baby is ready to breastfeed. We are also saying that breast milk also exhibits in so many patterns. You know, there's something called melatonin. Naturally, it's only in the breast milk. What helps the baby to sleep? It helps the baby to sleep when the baby is full. You don't need any medication because naturally it has natural melatonin in the breast milk. That's why we encourage that you should breastfeed your baby from 0 to 2 years. You can't get it anywhere. Naturally, the breast milk has melatonin in it and helps the baby to sleep. It soothes the baby. That's why when the baby is full, the baby is able to sleep for long hours. You, the mother, you even get scared. You wake up and you want to check on the baby. Baby is fast asleep. Then, for the mother's health, when you breastfeed your baby, research and science has shown that mothers who breastfeed their babies from 0 to 2 years, then especially exclusively breastfeed their babies from 0 to 6 months, the chances of them not getting breast cancer is high. The chances of them getting diabetes type 2 is high. And it's very low. Sorry, it's very low. The chances of them experiencing high blood pressure is very low. The chances of them experiencing ovarian cancer is very low. So let me take it again. Mothers who breastfeed their babies, the chances of them getting breast cancer is very, 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 very low. Ovarian cancer, very, very low. Type 2 diabetes, very, very low. Then high blood pressure, very, very low. So you know that you, the woman, that you are breastfeeding, automatically you are safe from breast cancer. You are safe from ovarian cancer, you are safe from high blood pressure, and you are safe from type 2 diabetes. That is the benefit to you, the woman, your health. And also, breast milk cannot be compared to anything in this world. Breast milk can never be compared to anything in this world. Breast milk contains 99% of water, then 1% of nutrients. Somebody will ask, so how come it's more of water than nutrients and the baby is able to be full, baby is able to grow, baby is able to thrive? Yes, that is how come you can't replace breast milk with anything. Then we also have the fore milk. The fore milk is the first one that the child takes. You know, before you eat, you need to take in water. Yes. So the fore milk comes first. Then you quench your thirst for a while. Then the high milk will start. That one has the fat, it has the calories, and it's rich in milk. And that one is high. So baby, the more you breastfeed the baby, the more the baby gets the nutrients that the baby needs to get. And you need to empty one breast before you go to the other. So for instance, you are breastfeeding your baby. You started with the left breast. Let's make sure the breast becomes lighter before we go and give the right breast to the baby. So, like I said, we have two types of milk in the breast milk. That is the fore milk and the hind milk. The fore milk is the one that quenches the thirst of the baby, and the hind milk is the one that is thick, has a lot of calories, that has a lot of fat, that has a lot of nutrients. It has everything. So if you've not emptied the breast of the first one, you can't give the second one because the child has not gotten enough that he or she needs. Now we are coming to talk about position and attachment. It's so important that we talk about position and attachment, because if you don't position your baby well, if you don't attach your baby well to the breast, definitely we are going to have a problem. Now, position and attachment, it's placed in your baby with her nose level, with her nipple well encouraged to open their mouth wide and attach to the breast. So, successful breastfeeding depends on position and attachment of baby. Position and attachment, it depends on how successful the breastfeeding will go. If you don't position the baby properly, if you don't attach the baby properly, breastfeeding will never be successful. So on your screen, we will see types of position and attachment. First, the cradle hold, the one we all know. We'll put the baby in our palm. We make sure the neck is in the calf, head is facing head, chin is facing chin, then the tummy is touching your tummy. Whilst you smile, whilst you sing, whilst you praise your baby and share those joyous moments with your baby, at the end of the day, breastfeeding will become successful. Then we also have the line of the back. The line of the back is really good for mothers who have gone for cesarean section. You lie at your back, you position the baby. On your screen you will see, you position your baby and you put baby to breast. So I will encourage every mother who has gone through cesarean. I know it's so painful. At the first 24 hours, it's not easy to take your baby and breastfeed. But we are saying that line of the back is best for our mothers. Then also we have the football hold or the rugby hold. So the football hold, that is my third photo. On the top, you see that the mother has positioned the baby. There's a pillow supporting the head of the baby, so that baby will be comfortable to suckle. Baby will be comfortable to suckle. Then we have the sitting baby. The sitting baby, baby sits on mother's lap. When baby sits on mother's lap, then you can guide the baby to the breast. Then we have the lying down. The lying down. So you can see on my slides, you can see mother lying on her side, then position the baby and putting the breast milk on the baby. So the breast enters the baby's. Thank you very much. So that is the lying down. And lying down, normally, mothers who have done vaginal birth, when you send them to the ward, they like it so much because it's comfortable. And when baby is also suckling, they don't feel so much pain, especially when the uterus is contracting. So lying down on your side is also very, very good. Then we have the football hold. Thank you. So this is football hold. This is football hold. So baby relaxes, mommy can sit. And one thing about breastfeeding is baby should be comfortable. Mommy also needs to be comfortable. Then you can breastfeed. So this is for football hold position. Now, before we breastfeed, on your screen you can see the comfortability that I'm saying. Mother needs to elevate the legs. She needs to position a pillow at her back, or there should be a support at her back. There should be a pillow on her laps. Position the baby so that she sits upright. You don't need to curve yourself. You don't need to sit on a stool which doesn't have a back support. If you don't have any, you can even sit at the back of your wall or your bed. Support your back to the wall and breastfeed the baby successfully. Make sure you always elevate your leg. It can be a stool, it can be a chair, it can be a book, anything that will help you to elevate your leg. Then also we have bring your baby towards your breast. That one, per this picture, you can see whilst mother is sitting comfortable breastfeeding the babe, she has actually wrapped the baby around her. So she brings baby closer to the breast so that baby can have enough. Baby wouldn't be suckling at the nipple. Rather, baby will suckle at the areola so that baby will have enough. Baby will have enough for him or herself. Then also, when you look at this picture, it's telling us that you can breastfeed your baby at anywhere, at any time. You don't need to be shy as a woman. You don't need to feel ashamed when you are feeding your baby in public, because that is the only thing the child depends on. The child doesn't depend on anything, only on the breast milk. All you need is to get a cloth to cover you, to cover your breast, and make sure you are comfortable sitting on a chair with a backrest, also elevating your legs. So you could see she's breastfeeding her baby in a park. You can equally breastfeed your baby in a car, a passenger car. You should feel free. Then when you finish breastfeeding your baby, we should never forget to back the back of our baby for the baby to belch. When baby belches, there is no gas in the tummy. Baby feels comfortable. Baby lies down. Baby will sleep comfortable with no problem, with no gas in the tummy. So immediately we finish breastfeeding, when baby empties the breast, we should always back the back so that baby can belch. Then we will go to our twins. Some mothers have two or more. So if it's two or more, we have twins cross cradle hold. So you first pick your first baby, You put the baby down, you pick the second baby in the opposite direction. So one feet will be touching the other person's back, and the other will be on the other person's chest. Paying attention to both of them, so you keep your eye on them, supporting them with pillow. So you don't take your eye off them, because you should make sure both of them are comfortable. That is the cross cradle hold. Then we have the football, twins football hold also. Both of them are in your armpit with pillow supporting their head, and always keeping an eye on them, because you don't have a hand to hold the breast, so that it wouldn't cover their nose so that they can't breathe. So all your attention should be on your child, not on television, not on your phone, not on somebody who you are having a conversation with. No, because when it comes to twins feeding, it's very, very dicey. At the same time, it's very, very important, because they need the breast milk to thrive. And at the same time, also, you can lie on your back and breastfeed them at a time. So you can put them on the breast, both of them, whilst you lie on your back. But make sure you elevate your head and your neck, so that your upper part will come up. You wouldn't sink in the bed. They'll feel comfortable to breastfeed. Then we can see other positions also, lying on the side. But the lying on the side is for only one baby. So you feed one baby at a time. You finish with one breast for the other. They belch, you put him or her down. You turn the other side. You use the other breast also to feed the other baby, making sure that they belch, then you put them down. So they go intense, making sure you pick the one who is really hungry first than the one who is not, because definitely both of them wouldn't be hungry at a go. One will be hungry than the other. And always pay attention to your baby. Whilst breastfeeding, these are some of the things we should always pay attention. Whilst my slide is on, fine. Okay, my cameraman says let's talk about the rugby hold. Definitely. So anybody who watches rugby, you see that when they hold the ball, they hold the ball fully. It's not like the football. The football you can hold part and leave part, but rugby is hands, more of hands than the feet. So you clinch onto the baby very well, so that the baby will be full up to your elbow. The baby wouldn't cross your elbow. The baby will be full to your elbow, whilst you pay attention to your baby. All my slides or all the pictures we show, you pay attention that the mother is not looking anywhere. The mother is paying attention to the baby. The mother's head is not up. The mother's head is also always at the top, down, sorry. Then our next photo that we are watching currently as of now, there are new position and attachments of babies, and we want to teach our viewers back home that they can also learn from this. So this is the dancing head. No, this is the sitting upright. Yeah. So baby sits on your lap. Thank you. Thank you. The baby sits on your lap. Then you support the head. Then you hold on to the breast. This one can be done at the end of the day when mother is in serious but mother is not comfortable one. You know, some babies will like to sit whilst you are breastfeeding. They don't want you to hold them, especially from 3 and 4 months going. They'll prefer this position than the first early 3 months. So this is another position that we can do. Then we have the dancing head. Fine, we'll go to the dangling feeding. So dangling feeding is so beautiful, it's so nice. So the dangling feeding, mommy can squat. While she's doing her stomach exercise, baby is hungry. When you come down, baby will suckle a little bit. then you come up a little bit. You can come down for a while. So this is when baby is after 6 months and you want to start doing your stomach exercise. You want to start. So this is good for all mothers above 6 months. You want to lose some weight, you want to do your tummy exercise to get your flat tummy back, and your baby also wants to breastfeed. But your hands or your elbows should be on the ground. You should have that curvature that we are seeing, and you should also elevate baby's head so that baby's head will be closer to the breast milk. So when you go down, baby will suckle for a while. When baby relaxes, you come up. For about a minute or two, you go back again. So this is for our mothers. This is a new position that is in from WHO that we can all try. Then we have the dancing head position. We have some babies who would never sit quietly when they are taking the breast milk. They'll be moving here and there, moving here and there. So as a mother, you hold on to the baby. This is not a football hold. This is a dancing head position. Yes. So the baby will be dancing. Baby circles a little bit, baby moves a little bit, baby circles a little bit. And this one normally happens from 4 months and above. They don't want to sit quietly whilst they are breastfeeding. Rather, they would like to be moving their heads up and down. And we are saying that after 4 months, you can breastfeed your baby this way. And when you breastfeed, it's good. At the same time, also, it supports the breast and it forms a U shape for the baby, at the same time, also for the mother. So on our screen, we are seeing types of nipples. Types of nipples. Now, I'd like my cameraman to keep this picture on. You know, for you to have a successful breastfeeding, for the baby to have enough of breast milk, there are one, baby's mouth needs to be wide open. And that is when the nipple come into place. At the same time also, baby's lower chin needs to curl outwards. That is when the size and the areola of the breast also come into place. Then baby's chin needs to be touching almost every part of the areola. So the chin needs to take about a quarter or a half of the breast. Then, when baby mouth is wide open, baby takes the areola, not the nipple. So you first tease your baby. So this on your screen, you see how you can actually have a good breastfeeding. You can achieve it. So the key way to successful breastfeeding is correct attachment to the breast. So you tease your baby, baby opens the mouth very wide. Then, when baby opens the mouth, you gradually slot the breast in, and baby will suckle and suckle very well. Now back to our normal breast, our flat and inverted nipples. Now, when you have a normal nipple, it's so easy for you to breastfeed your baby. But when you have a flat and inverted nipple, it's so challenging that breastfeeding becomes a challenge and it becomes unsuccessful for the baby. That's why PZ Customs Ghana, baby, we have come out with our oil and our baby jelly. These products can be used to massage the nipple, gradually holding on to it and pulling it gradually during pregnancy before you deliver. We encourage our mothers when they come for antenatal. We teach them. That's why we encourage them to come with their partners, because it's your partner who can do it for you. You cannot do it yourself. Even when you are doing it yourself, you can't do it properly. So you come with your partner. We'll teach them where they should start rubbing the baby jelly from or the baby oil from. Then gradually we'll be pulling, pulling. So you start early, we can achieve it before the 9 months will come. So you apply it on the nipple and the areola. The husband holds just these two fingers he needs to hold on to the nipple and be pulling gradually, gradually. You can do it in the morning and in the evening, alternating the breast. Alternating the breast. It shouldn't be one alone, because the baby will suckle both of the breast. So you use the petroleum baby jelly, our baby jelly, or our baby oil, anyone that suits you, that makes you feel comfortable. You just apply it around the areola and let your husband or your partner or your spouse gradually massage and be pulling the nipple, because the nipple is the channel or the tunnel that the milk will flow into the baby's mouth. But the production site is the areola. It's where the black or the pink or the brown is. But the nipple is the channel or the tunnel the milk will flow. So if you've not gotten yours, please go to the market and get yours and start before baby comes. And even those who are not yet even pregnant, and you know you have an inverted nipple or a flat nipple, start the massage before pregnancy comes so that baby can have enough to suckle. Because if it's flat and it's inverted, baby sucks 1, 2, 3, he or she gets tired, then baby will start crying. So you realize that your baby is not getting enough breast milk, your baby is not getting nourished, and baby doesn't sleep, because we know that in the breast milk we have melatonin in it, natural melatonin, not artificial, which helps the baby to sleep, which calms the baby, which soothes the baby, and also prevents all the petty cries the baby will be crying when the baby is breastfeeding. So go to the market and get yours. If you've not gotten yours, please go and get yours. Then, for us to achieve breastfeeding, first, you have to pay attention to the baby from head to toe. One, the diaper needs to be dry, with no urine, with no poo-poo in it. Two, baby needs to wear clothes that he or she is comfortable with. So it should be cotton cloth, which is airy enough for the baby to feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, baby will be sweating whilst baby is feeding. Then also, the mother should also sit. Her back should be rested. Her foot should be elevated. She should have pillows. The mother should be comfortable, and the mother should be well nourished before she feeds the baby. Because if mother is not well nourished, baby wouldn't have enough, and mother will definitely feel tired when breastfeeding the baby. We are also saying that there are things that we, the mother, have to know. Breastfeeding or breast milk production first starts from the brain. So it's psychology. It doesn't start from anywhere. It starts from here. Immediately you get pregnant, messages is sent to the brain telling the breast there's somebody down there. That person will only feed on you. It wouldn't feed on anybody. Let's bring our questions and let me start answering all the questions that all our breastfeeding mothers want to know. It starts from here. So it works in psychology. So when the visitor is growing, that is your baby, there is enough that the breast will start producing. It will start producing, cooking. Somebody will say, my food is on fire, it's cooking. It will cook for a whole 9 months. And all will come and store. The storage facility is the areola. That is the black or the pink around the nipple. That is the bank. That is the storage site for the baby to start feeding on. So when this is our areola, all baby needs to do is just press on the areola and milk will produce. Press on the areola, milk will produce. Baby doesn't need to press on the nipple. Baby doesn't need to press on the nipple because the nipple is just a channel or a tunnel for us to pass through for the baby. And there are things that hinders breastfeeding. One, the nipple or flat nipple. And when you breastfeed baby on the nipple can be sore. So it makes it so uncomfortable for you to breastfeed your baby. Then engorged breast, that is when you don't allow baby to empty the breast totally and more of milk are stored in the breast. Mother feels so uncomfortable, the chest feels so heavy, others even experience temperature. So it doesn't even help them to also breastfeed the baby. Then nutrition aspect also. If the mother has not fed properly, she has not eaten properly, we should expect less breast milk will be produced. Then psychologically, mother. Okay, Ophelia, hello. All right, so let me take Ophelia's question. Some of us want to do exclusive breastfeeding, but the flow is not enough to satisfy baby. It takes about 3 to 4 days before it even starts flowing. What do we do? Ophelia, thank you so much. Like I said before, when you get pregnant, it starts with the brain. I know there are exceptional cases who they are doing the 4-star diet. They are taking all the local foods that they have to do, like the asana, like the ice kenke with the granite, with the otinshin, with the lamujin, everything that they have to do and more fluids. They are taking it, but they are not able to achieve what they want to achieve. And one thing I want all my viewers watching is breast milk is more produced from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. naturally, from 9 p.m. to 4. So we encourage that during that time, if the baby is asleep, you should try and express the breast milk. You can keep it in room temperature, you can keep it in your fridge, and you can even keep it in the freezer. So if it takes 4 or 5 days before you have another milk for the baby, first, immediately you notice this and you've done all the nutritional aspects, eating your fruits, eating your vegetables, eating your 4-star diet, taking all the fluids, and you are not getting what you are supposed to get. You visit your midwife, you visit your doctor, because now there are medications which can even help to induce the breast milk to flow more for the baby, because we are encouraging exclusive breastfeeding. And we're also encouraging for us to express more and put it down so that our babies can have enough of the breast milk, because the benefit of breast milk cannot be compared to any formula or any medication. So Ophelia, I know it's challenging, but one thing is position is part, attachment is part, nutrition is part, psychology is also part. You need to prepare yourself. You need to psych yourself. You need to eat and eat on time and eat appropriately. Because the more of soups, the more of fluids you achieve. And the more you express, the more you will achieve getting enough breast milk, getting both the hind milk and getting the fore milk. Okay, so what if you have relative small breast? The size of the breast doesn't matter, Sarah. Size of your breast doesn't matter. One thing I've even noticed in my practice is women who have smaller sizes of breast produce more breast milk than the women who have the larger breast. Those who have the larger breast rather even have challenges of even having enough milk for their babies. But those who have the smaller, like the orange size of breast, they rather have more milk than those who have like the watermelon size of breast. Then in between also, but those who have the small breast, they are able to give more milk than. So size doesn't matter. What matters is the position, attachment, then your diet. Ophelia, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. Then your diet. Then your psychology. You need to prepare yourself. Like I said, immediately you get pregnant, messages is being sent to the brain. There's a visitor coming. That visitor will only feed on breast milk. What are you supposed to do? I'm supposed to eat. I'm supposed to take my prenatals. I'm supposed to take care of myself and wait for that patient and my friend or my stranger or my baby to come and feed. So from Patricia, thank you, Midwife Ruby, please. My question is, no proper position on my question is on proper position when breastfeeding, especially how to hold the breast. Thank you. So I have my cousin's baby here. I'll show my mothers or my viewers. So this is baby cousins. Say hello to viewers. So she's called Baby Ekuya Cousins. So she's saying hello to everybody watching her. Okay. So you see, this is my baby. I want to position then my finger, how to hold my breast. First, baby's neck will be on in between. So I'm expecting baby's neck to be here. One of baby's hand should be in my armpit. Baby's bottom should be in my palm. Then 4 of these fingers should be under my breast. Only the thumb should be on top of the breast. Only the thumb should be on top of the breast. My viewers, don't worry, pardon me, I'll get up for you to see what I'm trying to do. You won't see my face, but you definitely see my breast. So 4 under my breast, 1 on top of the breast. So the 4 will hold onto the breast so that it makes the breast lighter on the chin of the baby. Then you put your baby to the breast. You see, baby will suckle for a while. Baby will stop. That doesn't mean baby is full. No, baby is not full. You remove one of this finger. Then you rub the chin of baby. Immediately you start rubbing, baby will continue to suckle and you put it back. So 4 under the breast, then the thumb on it. I hope I've answered your question. Now I can sit so that my viewers can see my face. Good. So that is how we do it. 4 under the breast, 1 on top of the breast. And we ease this out. When baby stop breastfeeding, we want to make sure that baby will have because it's not an easy journey. When you breastfeed for a very long time, baby gets tired. And when baby gets tired, all you can do is just rub the chin, rub the chin, rub the chin, rub the chin. Then this same finger, when baby has finished breastfeeding and your baby has fallen asleep, Please, we don't hold on to the breast and pull it back. No. We'll gently put it at the side in baby's mouth and take the breast out. We don't pull. Those days, that's when we pull. Then you see the child is holding on to the nipple. Even though he or she is asleep, is not ready to let go. Now we don't do it that way. This same hand, you just put it at the side and gradually, you see, baby will definitely open the mouth and you take the nipple and out, and you just put baby at your back. You rub. Then baby will belch. We should also know that babies for the first 6 months are ruminants. So ruminants, in quote, pardon me, are like goats, sheep, and cow. They are ruminants. What they do is, after taking the milk, they store some in their cheek whilst they sleep. So you see that baby is sleeping, either baby is masticating like, or you see a milk coming out from the side of the chin. Please, to all my viewers, nobody is feeding your baby in her sleep. There's no witch somewhere who is coming to feed your baby and you are not seeing the witch. No. They store that milk so that when they sleep and hunger starts, that is the first thing they swallow. Patricia, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. The first thing they do is to swallow. They swallow that one to quench that hunger. So when baby starts crying, from the beginning, if you're a mother and you're in the kitchen or even you are asleep, you don't hear the cry so much. When the food is exhausted, that's when you hear that cry. That cry that at the end of the day, it wakes you up. Whatever you are doing, you leave and you rush to go and pick your baby. So like I said, no witch, no old lady, no anyone somewhere is breastfeeding your child whilst your child is sleeping. Rather, they store the milk at the side of their chin and they bring it out when hunger starts. And the first cry you barely hear, the second you barely hear, is the third one that he or she will scream for you to know that if you are sleeping, please wake up. If you are cooking, stop doing whatever you are doing and come and attend to me because I'm so hungry. I need you to come and feed me. Then there are benefits when you breastfeed your baby. First, for the baby, creates bond between the baby and the mother. The baby gets its first immunity, it gets its nutrition, it gets its antibodies, then it gets its protection from breast milk. For the mother, it saves her money, it saves her time, it serves as a family planning method for the mother for the first 6 months, because no pregnancy will occur when you breastfeed your baby. Then, baby stool also is not offensive when you use, baby takes in breast milk. Baby is able to ease him or herself so easily. And because it's easily digestible, baby is able to absorb it and grow. For the father is able to save money. There's always joy because he knows that by 6 weeks, you are ready to start going on road again. You won't come and tell him that you are pregnant whilst baby is less than 4 months or 5 months. No. Baby knows that, daddy knows that you are safe for the first 6 months. So you wouldn't come and scare him with another pregnancy. So always is happy to come to you. Then, okay, Sarah, how do I release gas from my baby's tummy? So I said that by rubbing the back, you rub. We don't do this, please. You break the spine. You just rub and rub and rub and rub. Others too, whilst you are rubbing, make sure you tilt baby's head so that if baby will vomit, the vomitors wouldn't cover and choke the baby. Rather, it will be easy and it will spill. You can also put baby on your lap, and definitely you can also rub the back gently. The first Belgian is so hard, it sounds that you can hear. Second is minimal. The third one is so silent. We are expecting baby to belch 3 times before you put baby to the bed. So to release the gas, all you need to just rub your hands at the back of baby and baby will belch. You hear the belching sound. You will definitely hear it. So that is how we release gas from baby's tummy. Serum. I hope I've answered your question. Then we are also saying that to achieve good breastfeeding, there are things that Trish, hello, yes, thanks for, you are always welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. There are things that we should know as mothers that we can also do to help that the breastfeeding will be successful. Before even you breastfeed, you make sure your environment is serene. You are ready to breastfeed. You, the mother, you don't need to go and look for a towel and be cleaning, especially, with the nipple, it has some dots around it. You don't need to be removing it. It's a no, 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 no. When baby comes and baby is suckling, it's a learning process for the baby. That is when learning starts. Baby needs to find his or her way. Those ducts there, it needs to block. Baby needs to use the tongue to rub around the nipple gradually and remove it on its own. Any mother who has experienced it, you realize when baby takes the breast for the first time, you see those black things around the side of the lips. Baby needs to remove it. That helps the child IQ. He or she needs to find his or her way. When baby is able to find his or her way, when baby takes it, presses on the areola and gets the milk, when it stops, it stops. Unless there's excessive milk coming that you need a breast pad around or you need to express it. But we shouldn't take sponge and soap and sit down and hold the breast and take that thing is not good. Please, let's allow the children or the babies to find their way. Carol, okay, what happens when a baby does not belch 30 minutes after feeding? Is it safe to put the baby down? No, it's not safe. It's not safe. So that is telling you that one, either baby is underfed, which is baby is not satisfied. Baby is not satisfied. And baby needs to belch. Because if baby doesn't belch and baby is lying down, baby tries to belch and vomit, you can choke the baby and you can kill your baby. So it's always good for baby to belch. And that one also gives you a fair idea as a mother that your baby is satisfied. So if you are rubbing the back for 30 minutes and baby is not belching, please put baby back to the breast. Somebody will say, oh, my baby is sleeping. So you tickle under the feet, just tickle. Let me do baby equia customs. So you tickle babies under her feet like this. You tickle. Gradually, baby will open the mouth. Baby will open the mouth and you put the breast back so that baby can feed and be satisfied. When baby is satisfied, baby will belch, definitely. Every baby who is satisfied belches. Every baby who is satisfied belches. I hope I've answered your question, Carol. Okay, so Sarah said, this has been very helpful. How do we reach you after this video? Whoa. You can come on the comment section. We can continue to have our chats. We can continue to talk about breastfeeding. We can continue to talk about what um, um, you want to know. I'm always there 24/7, just dropping questions. I'm there to answer. I'm there to not necessarily about breastfeeding, but anything about health that has to do with women, that has to do with children, even that has to do with men. We are here for you to answer your questions. So you can come online anytime, go to our pages, visit there, and just drop in your questions. I'm there to answer your question. Then I would like to also share something small with my viewers. So there is something called 3Ps. 3Ps, which helps in breastfeeding. First, you have to practice it. The more you practice, the more you be perfect in breastfeeding. The more you practice, because none of us, if it's your first time, none of us knew how to do it. But we keep on doing it and we're perfecting it. We're perfecting it, perfecting it. Then you should have patience. Ophelia, I'm coming. I'll answer your question. Hold on. Then you should have patience for your baby. If you don't have patience, you can't achieve that breastfeeding that we want to achieve as a country. Then you should be persistent. You shouldn't be feel comfortable. Oh, I'm okay. Baby is sleeping. Baby is okay. No. Baby doesn't need to cry before you breastfeed. Rather, you need to wake baby up and put baby to the breast. Ophelia, now I'm ready to answer your question. So I am really learning a lot, Midwife Nurse Ruby. I have been removing that black thing before delivery. No, 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 no. Ophelia, thank you very much. So I know subsequently you will never do it. It's not death, it's not anything harmful. Rather, that is the first lesson the child needs to learn. You know, funny enough, when babies are born, for the first 1 month, some it's from 2 weeks to 4 weeks. Some babies don't see properly. Even the first 24 hours, the vision is so blurred, but they are able to smell and crawl all the way and find the breast. That's why when you breastfeed your baby and the baby takes the milk, anything different they give the baby is able to differentiate. This is not what I take. This is not the woman. There are funny videos on Facebook, on Instagram. You see men putting expressed milk in a bottle and putting it through the breast. Even before the baby takes that bottle, the baby looks up and just watch and realize, no, this is not the smell that I smell, because I know my mommy's smell. And who is this? Even though the milk tastes like mommy's milk, but the smell is not like mommy's smell. So they know our smell. They know it so much so that before even they get the full sight, they can even hear our voice, because whilst they were in utero, whilst they were in our uterus, we chat with them. They feel our pain, they feel our cry, they feel our happiness, and they hear our voice. And they know the father's voice also, but our voice is more than any other person, because we communicate more with them than any other person. So immediately baby hears the voice. You know, when baby comes and says, God, thank you, God, thank you. Baby knows this is the woman I've been chatting with. This is the woman I've been talking to. Baby climbs and feel the smell on you and takes the first milk. Automatically knows that's my mother. That is my mother. So we don't need to be taking that black thing off. Let's allow the children to explore that 0 to 6 months. Let's allow them to get that intelligence they need to get the first 6 months by doing certain things on their own, All we need to do is just assist when we have to come in. Then, Carol, please, from which month can a mother not necessarily belch baby before putting into sleep? That will be after 1 year. Some 9 months, even when baby starts to stand, baby is able to belch, because by that time baby is adding semi-solid food. So after 6 months, baby adds semi-solid food to the breast milk, because the breast milk becomes a top up for the food that the baby eats. So when you start adding the additional feeds, when baby eats, baby will belch naturally. You don't even need to hit the back. They won't even, by the 6 months, they won't even allow you to be doing those things to them, because they are in a hurry to walk. So they are crawling, they are touching things, they are picking things, they are making their sounds and singing. And when they see people that they know, they get close to. So by 6 months, after 6 months, they don't even want you to be carrying them so much, unless they want to sleep and they are finding challenges they want to sleep. That's when you come in, you pick and cuddle him or her for them to sleep. So from 6 months going, not necessarily, you don't need to. They belch on their own. They belch on their own. I hope I've answered your question. Naomi, can you feed baby while lying down? Yes, we said by lying on your side. Then mothers who did cesarean section, they can lie on their back. They can lie on their back. So you can lie on your back. At the same time also, you can lie on your side, paying attention to your baby. Anytime you are lying on your side, you support the back of baby with pillows in your hand. And you, the mother, when even you are sleeping, please, you don't sleep deep. That is the truth. Any mother watching me will share her experience. As a mother, from 0 to 6 months, your sleep is so small. Then after 6 months, baby now knows day and night. Baby sleeps at night. And baby wakes up sometimes in between dawn, and you put the breast in baby's mouth. Or you prepare a small cereal and feed the baby with, and you continue. So you can definitely lie on your side. At the same time, also, you can lie on your back, but you don't sleep so deep. And making sure that whilst you are lying, where baby is lying closer to the wall with a support, so that in case baby sleeps and the baby is even tilting, there'll be a support to actually hold on to the baby. I hope, Naomi, have answered your question. Okay, Patricia, what can we do when baby stretches a lot? So, Patricia, it's normal. It's part of the milestone of every child. For instance, we, the elderly, when we sleep and we wake up, we are tired. Don't we stretch? We stretch the muscles and helps us to gain more height. And baby does that when baby is growing. Baby needs to stretch the muscle. At the same time, also, it's a form of exercise for the baby to prevent body aches. Because when you wake up, you need to stretch. When you stretch, all the pains that you are feeling in your body, it goes away. As an elderly person, it's the same applies to the baby. Sleeping is a whole job on its own. So when baby sleeps, baby gets tired, baby needs to stretch the muscle. When baby feeds, because baby has been in one position for about more than 30 minutes, baby is tired, baby needs to stretch. It's normal to stretch. There's nothing wrong with stretching. It's good for your baby to stretch. I hope, Patricia, I've answered your question. Then also, I wanted to share something with my mothers, something that I learned recently in class and in school. Breastfeeding babies usually 8 to 12 times per 24 hours, about every 1 or 3 hours in a day. So we are expecting you to breastfeed the baby between 8 to 12 times in 24 hours. So feeding baby here, left breast and right breast, is 1. So we are expecting you to feed baby 8 to 12 times in 24 hours. So you ask yourself, do you do that? Then every 1 to 3 hours, if you want to achieve this 8 to 12 times, you should learn to breastfeed the baby between 1 to 3 hours. So it's not there's 5 minutes, 10 minutes breastfeeding that we are doing. We will never achieve it. So baby needs to empty 1, then 2. That will make a 1 cycle, that is 360. That will count as 1. That will count as 1. Then you clock another 360, it counts at 2. So the minimum should be 8 times, maximum should be 12 times within 24 hours. So when you wake up at 6, before tomorrow morning by 6, we should clock between 8 to 12 times. Yes. Yes, I know. Somebody say, how can we even do that? We will definitely do that because we are super moms. And every super mom does it. Every super mom does it. At the end of the day, every mother is a super mom. Every mother is a super mom. And if you know yourself well, then you will understand that to breastfeed is an achievement. It brings you closer to your baby. Baby also comes closer to you. It makes you understand the concept of motherhood. And it gives you that enlightenment for you to know your baby very well, to know baby's character, on how to handle the baby, on how to go about it so that baby will thrive and baby will grow well. Then, another thing I want all of us to also keep in mind is we have the 4-4 rule for breastfeeding. The 4-4 rule for breastfeeding is you should have, when you express the breast milk, it can stay in room temperature for 4 hours. Then you can also keep it for 4 days in a refrigerator. So you can have it 4 hours, then 4 days in a refrigerator. That is the 4-4 rule. Let me take it again. The 4-4 rule is 4 hours in room temperature. So you can keep the breast milk 4 hours in room temperature. You don't have to do anything. Just put express breast milk down for 4 hours. And you can keep it 4 days in a refrigerator. Then we also have the 5-5 rules for breastfeeding. That is, you can keep the breast milk for 5 hours in room temperature, then 5 days in refrigerator, then 5 months in a freezer. That is the 5-5 rule. So you can choose any one that you think is best for you. The normal norm is 24 hours in room temperature. But for you to get the efficacy, everything, just keep it in room temperature. Only for 4 hours. If you know it's going to exceed 4 hours, keep it in the refrigerator for 4 days. And if you know you can store more, you can go for the 5 months in the freezer. Like I said earlier on, let me put baby Ekuya Customs down and just leave my viewers with this. For you to correct inverted nipple or flat nipple, you need Customs baby oil and Customs baby jelly. It helps you to massage the nipple of the breast. And the best person who can help you in doing that is your spouse. If you've not gotten yours, please get it. Aside massaging the nipple, it doesn't help the nipple to also crack. There are some mothers who have dry skin naturally. So even before baby will come, the nipples have already started cracking. When you apply our baby jelly and our baby oil, you don't experience those things. So, to all our mothers watching us, breastfeeding is healthy. Breastfeeding is good. The breast milk is for the baby, not for the father. Breast milk contains all the nutrients that the baby needs, all the antibodies that the baby needs, all the protection the baby needs is in the breast milk. 0 to 6 months, we can achieve it exclusively by expressing, because we know back in Ghana, our maternity leave is 3 months, but we can achieve our exclusive breastfeeding by expressing the breast milk and feeding our babies with it. From me, your midwife expert, PZ Customs Ghana supports exclusive breastfeeding. PZ Customs Ghana supports breastfeeding from 0 to 2 years, because we know when our children get enough nutrients, our children are able to thrive. Our children will be responsible citizens. Our children will be so intelligent that they will be big women, big men in the future to help Mother Ghana grow. And when we breastfeed our mothers, government will use less money to purchase medications which will be used on children. We say thank you for coming and joining us. We say we can't wait to see you next month to come and join. And to all our viewers watching us, we are thinking if our program Friday, we can move it to Saturday. Drop in your views in the comments and let's see if we can use Saturday instead of Friday. If you still love the Friday, we love it. We'll still come your way. On behalf of my crew, I say I thank you and happy breastfeeding month. And to all our mothers who are breastfeeding, we say kudos to you. And to all the fathers who are supporting us to breastfeed and not competing with us, we say we love you so much. Bye.
I want them. No funcio me crenanza. No funcio ye more fragile. And yeah, papa no dia.